Hey everybody, it's your girl Tia, and I wanted to make a few short videos just helping anyone who is either interested in going to college or about to start very soon. I also want to first and foremost thank Walls P for allowing me to have a segment on his platform. I really appreciate it. So what I wanted to say to you all today is that I'm a first generation college graduate. And what does that mean? That means that I was the first in my family to go to college and obtain a 4-year degree. My parents didn't. So there were a lot of things that I didn't understand. I didn't know that I didn't have to accept every single loan that was offered to me. I didn't know that I didn't have to apply for every single, credit card offer that was given to me. So I want to make sure that if I can help it, you can avoid some of those things too. Now, my tips and recommendations may not be foolproof. You're going to probably make mistakes, and that's okay. But I've been in higher education for 10 years, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about some of the things that I've seen to assist you or anyone else that you may know. The first thing I want to talk about is about the FAFSA. The FAFSA is a free financial aid application that everyone should apply for. So whether you are a first-time freshman or a readmitted student or even a non-traditional student, even a DACA student, because there's a special application for you as well. I want to make sure that you fill that out because that can make a world of a difference. And either you getting your tuition fully covered and receiving a refund, or if you have this astronomical bill that you're unable to pay. I want to make sure that you are, getting every single thing that you're eligible for. Now, keep in mind, the more money that you do report in your FAFSA, the less money they'll probably give you in free money. But that's okay, because there are other things that you can apply for and may be eligible to help offset some of those costs. And we'll get into that in another video. So the FAFSA is going to help you because regardless of what state you're in, that's how the institution will see if you're eligible for any, institutional aid or any state scholarships, grants, even federal grants. So I want to make sure that you fill that out. So again, you can get everything that you're entitled to. Now, I'm also aware that with the pandemic, income has changed, people have lost their jobs, and you want to make sure that you report that as soon as possible. Please do not withhold any information on your FAFSA. But if you're unsure, I want you to go to the financial aid office of the institution that you plan on attending, or even your local library, or even community college. Someone should be there to assist you, and they will let you know everything that you should do so you don't have any mistakes. Because it's a possibility you could be selected for state or federal verification. I know it sounds scary, but we'll get into that in another video as well. Or again, put your email in the chat and I'll make sure to contact you. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you something called the special conditions form. With the special conditions form, that will let you know, again, from the financial aid office at the institution you plan on going to. That special conditions form is for you or your parent to fill out and supply any additional documentation. So just in case the income has changed, good or bad, or if you lost your job, or if you received Social Security benefits, anything of that nature. That's what that form is for. So even if at first you weren't eligible based off of what you put on your FAFSA, it's a possibility that once you complete that special conditions form, you may actually be eligible for additional aid. The other thing that I want you to pay attention to is deadlines. Please pay attention to those deadlines. You don't want to think that you have all the time in the world, and the next thing that you know, you're missing out on, again, a lot of money. Or initially, maybe financial aid gave you free money, and now because you missed the deadline, they have to retract all of that aid. You don't want that to happen to you. So again, the first tip that I'm going to give you today is filling out that FAFSA. Please make sure that you fill it out. And if for whatever reason you can't use the IRS data retrieval tool, or you're unable to supply something because maybe you don't know, please do not mail in the information. You do have that option, but it could take up to a couple of weeks for them to process, which again could push you past the deadline. Or let's say they still need additional information. So it's best if you ask someone for help. Please do not be afraid to ask for help. Again, that's one of the things that I struggled with when I was an undergrad myself. I really didn't ask for help. I tried to maneuver things on my own, and I made a lot of mistakes. Again, I want to help you avoid those. But before I go, I also want to point out, you do not need a college degree to be successful. You do not need a college degree to be rich. But for those who are interested, I want to help you and support you in any way that I can. Please go out there, get that trade. I want you to start your own business. I want you to do all of those things to increase your social capital and break those generational curses. Let me also point out that college was also once deemed something that would close the, Black wealth gap. And unfortunately, it didn't do that. But I also feel like it's because a lot of our students, and I mean our people, are either going to school and they're not persisting, or they're going to school and they're not navigating the right channels, or they're not getting the help that they need for whatever reason. I want to try to help you avoid some of those pitfalls. So again, put your email in the chat and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again with the next tip or recommendation. I'm Tia, and I want you to have a great day. Peace.
It's a matter of opinion.